Hi, I'm Pat Baer, and this is Pat Baer's Anime Club, my ongoing video series about anime. It's my excuse to talk about it for 20 to 30 minutes, or, 15 sometimes, whatever I want to talk about. I've been doing this now for a long time. I've got well over 100 episodes of this series, where sometimes I take a deep dive into, just talking about one show in particular. Or I do like a review of the season and a preview of the next season. Now, a thing I started doing a few years ago, by request, and I've just kept doing it, is talk about the Isekai that is out that particular season. And we're doing that in this video right here. Let's talk about all 7 Spring 2025 Isekai. That's right. Spring, usually there's more than 7. I don't think this is that Isekai is dead or trending down. I just think that this season is just a little light. We're still going to see plenty of Isekai in 2025 and 26 and 27. Now, we are getting more Banished, which was the new hotness in manga, but there's still a ton of Isekai out there, both traditional Japanese manga, light novel stuff, video games, and then also, as we'll see in this video, there's plenty of manhwa that are Isekai. And we're starting to see more of the South Korean comics make the leap to anime more and more. And we'll talk about one of those in this very video. So I will tell you which ones I'm watching, which ones I might watch, and which ones I definitely won't. And it's a 3-1-3 split on this one here. Let's get into the first one that I will be watching. I'll tell you a little bit about it, and maybe even a reason why I'm watching it. We're going to start with I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. And you might think this is an overpowered main character kind of story, and you'd be right. It died, reincarnated. He's supposed to be evil. He tries to be evil. He's not actually... He might be dumb. He might be very stupid. But his attempts to be very evil don't work necessarily the way he intended. And he also isn't necessarily aware that his evil deeds aren't actually that evil. So it's not like he's a failure. He's just like getting ahead kind of accidentally, but it's all working out. It's fun. I've enjoyed the manga quite a bit. This was a very early in the season show. I think that, 2 episodes came out kind of as a surprise back to back. It's fun. Is this the best show on the internet? No. Is this the best show this season? Is I guess what I was going to say there. Sorry, I got distracted by emails coming into my phone. Is this the best show of the season? No. But it's fun. I'm enjoying it. As I said, I like the manga, so I'm liking this adaptation, and it looks like it has some budget. I expect as the show goes on, I'll see more and more CGI from a third-party studio, but that's to be expected in modern anime. I'm not expecting it. This is one of my favorite shows this season already. I was so amped, so hyped that we're getting more. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. This is season 2. I recently did a Baer about the first season. Very excited to be talking to you about the second. Already loving it. We got our characters that you all see here, plus an addition of a new member of the family, and probably more characters. They almost immediately brought back a character from a minor character that I really like. This is a wholesome, slice of life, chill anime with an isekai main character. It is a found family and a girls doing things show. It's all of that. It's very chill. There is some action. There is some fights. There's a lot of humor and silliness. You got all kinds of different archetypes. This is just a chill, fun show. And I was pleasantly surprised that we got a season 2. I think the first season came out. The voice actress for this is also the spider in I'm a Spider, So What? And it was really funny to have this voice actress do like similar but very different kinds of characters. I apologize, I don't know the name off the top of my head because I wasn't planning on talking about that. It just came to me as a reminder. Anyway, it's just a lovely show, and I think you're really gonna like it. So if you didn't watch the first season, watch the first season right into the second one because you deserve to watch good anime. And this is a good anime. All right. Rounding out our shows I'm definitely going to be watching and already am watching. The Beginning After the End. So this one, I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but I'm at least starting it. I'm definitely starting this particular show because it's the manhwa. It's the South Korean comic, and it's really slow and it's really dark in parts and lighthearted in other parts. It's a really good webtoon. It's really, really strong. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I'll should check it out. And so far, beautifully animated, lots of time put into it, lots of effort. Do I think that it's just going to get better and better and better? Yeah, I do. I do think that. I think that this is like we've kind of turned the corner on manhwa of them being like, well, unless Crunchyroll itself puts the money into it, we're just not going to get a good manhwa adaptation. I think we're past that now. And the beginning after the end is a story that I think is still ongoing. I bounced off of it eventually, but I do think you're going to get 12 or 13 episodes out of it in the beginning stages that are just really strong. Also, the voiceover so far, this is a character that died and ended up in a different world. It's a reincarnation and reincarnation isekai. But then the narration, his inner thoughts are still the king. So I think that's really clever. I think eventually it'll probably transition to the voice of the child, but right now it hasn't. I'm not super deep into the show, but yeah, I'm excited. Again, I don't know if I'm going to finish this one, but I'm happy to have it on my plate. Now, a show I might watch, but I'm not really sure. I'm like, I didn't want to put it in no, because I haven't really given it a chance yet, is Theogonia, which apparently is an isekai. The main character has a vague sense of I lived another life somewhere else, and it's not just a reincarnation in the same world, which to me doesn't mean isekai. Different world, got to be a different world. So it is an isekai, but it doesn't seem to be about like, oh, I'm going to use my knowledge from that world or my knowledge of this world because this world is based on a video game or anything like that. It's just a vague sense to make the main character more interesting, I guess. But it's really just like a weak guy is going to get stronger to protect what he loves. It's a simple story. It's kind of a basic story. And I don't know if I'm going to give it a fair shot, but I'd like to. It's just this season's very busy. Lots of good sequels. Lots of good new stuff. I mean, we got a Gundam series in this one. We've got great sequels, like I said. Like, it's really good, strong shonen sequels. And just like... And we've got some good girls doing things this season as well. So, like, gonna be a little tough for me to go for this one. Just look kind of plain. But again, I hope that I'll give it a fair shake. I don't know. Now, on to the ones that maybe you've been waiting for. Maybe you've been waiting for me to talk about the shows that I'm not going to watch because you like that part of it. I don't know. But here's the 3 anime I won't be watching this season that happen to be isekai. The first one is technically counts. It's a couple OVAs for season 3 of Konosuba. They already came out in March, but they are part of this season, I guess. Any chart is listing them as part of the April or, the spring season, so I guess we'll count them. I'm not going to watch these because I didn't watch season 3 of Konosuba because I haven't watched past some of season 2 of Konosuba. I don't like this show. The character Darkness is such a like a no thanks. Like it's just it's the Mineta. Like there's a character that just makes it so it's like so many caveats and it's just not worth it to me. I don't think humor's that good in this show. Megumin being a girl that only wants to do the highest grade of magic is a really fun trait. But there's so much about this show that there's just not enough of it for me to really get into it. I don't think I ever will. If you like it, great. I am not telling you to not like this show. Seek out the OVAs, enjoy it, but not for me. No, thank you. Okay, this next one, Princession Orchestra, or I have also seen it translated as Princess Session Orchestra, but Princession I think is clever, so we'll keep it with that. Princession Orchestra. Now, there are a couple reasons why I'm not going to watch this one, and the first one is that no one picked it up for English subs, so it's not been picked up by Crunchyroll or High Dive. So I or Amazon Prime or Netflix. So I can't watch it. Just can't. Like, there's just no way for me to watch it. I would maybe check it out. Now, the other reasons why I wouldn't be watching this is because it is a show about magical girls and performing music. I have heard that the voice actresses like re-recorded some of the songs like in studio, and that seems interesting. That they're not just like done all, over several days and then just inserted. So like the lyrics, or not the lyrics, but the performance feels more kind of like real and placed. Story is there's a peace-loving people, and then some monsters show up, and these princesses have to fight those monsters using the power of music and friendship. And that does seem neat. But like I said, there's no easy way for me to watch this. And I also don't know why. I don't know how it's an isekai. Maybe it's like Ray Earth, where they were summoned to this world and have lived there, or one character knows that she got reincarnated and born in this world. I don't know. I don't know how it's an isekai, but I do know that it's not available for me to watch. So that makes it easy. I guess this is like a 4 core. It's going to run the rest of the year into next year, which is kind of wild. So I might talk about this again. Maybe it'll get picked up by somebody and they'll start putting them out in batches. But right now, no easy way for me to watch this one legally. And the last show that was picked up, and is also a very rare, we don't see these too often these days, a show that was picked up that's a short. Shorts don't seem to be getting translated much these days, is Yandere Dark Elf, She Chased Me All the Way from Another World. Which, if you're saying that Yandere Dark Elf is the main character, then it is an isekai, or it's a post-isekai, because the story of this one is our main character went to a different world, lived that life, defeated the Demon Lord, got to go back to his own world and pick up where he left off, and then the elf from his party that is kind of crazy shows up, and other characters from that world show up as well, and then it's just a romantic comedy that's a little ecchi and a little whatever, gets a little sexy, I guess. And then it's just that kind of harem romance thing, but also in our world. So maybe it's a post isekai, and that counts. He did get isekai'd, and I am starting to me anyway, as we start to see more anime about the after the isekai stuff, I think that still works in the different world, even if we didn't really see it too much. Like, we didn't see that world that much. I think that counts and fits in there. Until there's a plethora, and then it will be isekai and post-isekais. Also, I think it's totally fair to count this as an isekai because the elf is going to be such an important part of the story. And if it's the two of them interacting, I think that works. Whereas, like, I've talked about this so much that, like, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is not an isekai because Kobayashi is the main character. And it's also, I'll put a link in the show description below to it. I don't remember how to do the thing where it shows up in the corner, so I'm just going to put it in the show description below. To my video about how reverse isekai isn't a thing, so you can watch that video, because reverse isekai isn't a thing. It's either an isekai or it's not an isekai. But I do think that it's fair to say that this character is one of the main characters, and so it's okay to consider it an isekai. Because it's a different world to her. And also, like I said, post-modern, not postmodern. We're in postmodern isekai, but post-isekai stories are just starting to get pretty popular in manga, because they were popular in light novels a couple years ago, which means we will start seeing more of those in anime with the next couple of years, because isekai is still popular, and that's the part of isekai that is popular right now. The like, oh, I returned to my world and I still have powers. We did recently get a show where a character was going between worlds, which also is an isekai. There you go. Inuyasha was like that too. Kagome did go back to her world sometimes. So, you get it. Anyway, that's all 7 Spring 2025 isekai. Are you watching any of these shows? I hope you're watching I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 years and finally, and maxed out my level. There's no finally in there. I don't know why I said that. I hope you're watching season 2. Go back to season 1 if you missed that, because it's great. Are you watching without subtitles Prince Session Orchestra? Do you know why that's an isekai? Let me know. Are you watching beginning after the end? Or did you already watch the OVAs for Konosuba? Like, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you about what you're watching. Are you picking up any isekai from the winter season that you may have missed out on previously? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any ideas for future videos for Pat Baer's Anime Club, love to hear it. Obviously, I have my spring recommendations, which I will be doing. I'm going to wait a little bit because some shows are kind of trickling out this season. They didn't all just dump out right in the beginning. So I'm going to wait probably a couple more weeks for my spring recommendations. But I think the next video I'm doing is another weird manga because it's been a little while. So we'll get into that. So thanks so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, if you have ideas for future videos, please let me know. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next Pat Baer's Anime Club. Bye-bye.